Hello, Mark.
No. Now, you got to look smart in the court tomorrow, so I brought in your suit and your tie. You know, the ones what you wore at Charlie's funeral.
Charming.
God rest him. And I've left money for your tobacco with a man at the door.
Yeah. Might be something left once he's finished, I suppose. So how are you?
All right. You know.
You spoken to anyone?
Who?
The old Bill, of course. Who else?
Oh. Well, at least they rang me at work, you know, to tell me they'd be picking me up tomorrow morning.
Crafty sods.
Who?
Well, can't you see what they're doing?
What?
They're buttering you up, so you'll say what they want.
Well, I'm only going to tell them the truth.
Oh, yeah, and what's that then?
Well, what I saw. What you told me. Anyway, I've already told the police what you said.
Yeah, I know. But what matters is what you say tomorrow.
I can't lie, Nick.
I ain't asking you to lie.
Well, what are you asking me to do then?
Just remember what I was like. Tell them I didn't know what I was saying. I was delirious.
But you wasn't.
Of course I was, you stupid old bat. You gave me drugs and you were locked up for weeks.
Yes, but I was trying to get you off them drugs.
No, I mean before that. You went out and bought me stuff, didn't you? It was you, Ma. You made me like that.
I didn't.
I wouldn't be here now if you'd left me alone. And now I'm in court tomorrow for killing someone. And it weren't my fault. You got to tell them that. Tell them I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, I don't know that, do I? I only know what you told me.
You believe that, your own flesh and blood?
I don't know what I believe.
Some mother you are. Put your own son behind bars.
I didn't. I haven't.
Tell lies about me. Lock me up. Get me so I don't know I'm coming or going.
Nick.
Get me so I have to try and run away. If you hadn't locked me up, I wouldn't have to do that, would I? I wouldn't even been there.
Nick.
All right. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just frightened, that's all.
I didn't do nothing. It weren't my fault.
I know that, Ma. Everyone does. But you've got to help me. You're the only one who can. Don't forget what I said.
No, I won't forget.
You make it sound bad for me. I ain't never going to get out of here. You know that.
You've got to go.
It's important, Ma. Don't let me down.
I'll come and see you as soon as I can.
It's down to you, what you say.
Bye, Nick.
It's down to you. You know that. I'm your son. Don't let them lock me up again, Ma. I'll kill myself. You got to tell them, Ma. I didn't know what I was doing. You tell them that, eh? You'll regret it if you don't. What's going on?
Slight problem. Mr. Stevens is still tied up in Court 3.
I go to court in an hour and you'll tell me I ain't got a brief.
This was always a possibility, Nick. Now, fortunately, I've managed to get hold of Jennifer Wakeham. She's read your case and she's willing to take it on.
A bird? I'm about to be banged up for life and you're telling me I've got a bird defending me?
We could always apply for an adjournment.
That's true. And if that's what you want, I can start to put the wheels in motion. But personally, I think you'd be making a mistake. Jennifer Wakeham's better than we could have hoped for. She's read the brief and I know her. And she wouldn't take it on unless she thought you had a chance. Now, she's going to be here soon, so the least you can do is talk to her.
What if I don't like her?
Then we can try to adjourn.
Can't do any harm.
If we get an adjournment, how long before we get a new date?
Hard to say.
But in the meantime, I go back inside, right?
Afraid so.
All right. I'll talk to her. But I ain't promising nothing. Can't believe this is happening.
It really isn't that unusual, Nick.
Oh, well, that's all right then. That makes me feel much better, that does.
Just relax. I've heard about Wakeham. She's good.
Relax, he says. It's all right for you. It's all in a day's work for you, innit? Be some other mug next week.
Nobody's going to make you go into court unless you're happy with your counsel.
Mr. Cotton, I'm Jennifer Wakeham. If you haven't much time, I suggest we get straight down to it.
I didn't do it, you know. It was an accident.
I'm sure the jury will arrive at the right decision based on the evidence put before them. Now, I have here the brief, including the transcript of the police interview tapes, your so-called confession.
Yeah, they made me say all that.
It was very obliging of them. I quite like it. Now, it says here, and I quote, "He just kept pushing me back."
Yeah, that's right. I was just trying to get past him.
To go where?
I don't know, anywhere. Just to get away.
And he prevented you from doing so?
Yeah.
Good. And you'd had no dealing up to this point?
What sort of dealing?
You hadn't argued or fought before this particular night.
I never said more than 2 words to the geezer.
And he initiated the confrontation.
Eh?
He stopped you physically from going past him.
Yeah, like I said, he started pushing me.
Accident within self-defence.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it was. An accident.
And you'd like me to represent you?
Can you get me out of here?
I've no idea. But from what I've seen so far, I think we can prepare a solid enough case.
Yeah. All right, then.
Good. I'll try and justify such an enthusiastic response. Now, I have a very definite flaw in my character, Mr. Cotton. I loathe surprises. Aside from what Trevor's told me and what's in here, is there anything else you ought to tell me?
Nah, can't think of nothing.
I'd rather you were a little more emphatic.
Nah, that's it.
Right. Well, let's just run through some of the main points, shall we? Make sure I haven't missed anything.
What do you think?
She seems to have grasped the case very quickly.
Is she any good, though?
Just relax. We'll be going up soon.
What was all that about liking my confession? I thought we were going to try and scrap all that.
You'd do well to take her advice. If she's happy, there must be a very good reason.
This accident thing she was going on about, do you think it'll work?
Like she says, there's no guarantees.
If it does, I'll walk, right? Oh, I just wish she was a geezer.
I don't think that matters.
What was the wrong time of the month or something? I could go down because she's got PMT.
Right. I'll see you upstairs, then.
Could the indictment be put?
Please stand up. Are you Nicholas Charles Cotton?
Yes.
Nicholas Charles Cotton, you are charged on the indictment with murder. And the particulars of that offence are that you, on the 10th day of September 1991, murdered Edward John Royal. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.